Yo, what's up guys, it's Stu on here. Welcome back to another video. And as you can see, we're doing the Skittles Racing League in F1 here at Bahrain. And, Australia, it was just past midnight. So I was trying to be monotone and quiet so I wouldn't wake up my parents to get them mad at me. But here, it's 1:41 in the afternoon. I have a lot of energy. So I'm going to try to be less monotone in this video. So we are here at Bahrain. Now this is being commentated, and actually Australia was commentated as well after China happened. We haven't done Baku yet. That's going to be shortly after I finish commentating this. But I'm a little irritated because I just did a commentary of this to find out my mic wasn't plugged in all the way. So it wasn't actually recording me talking. So I gotta re-commentate this, but as you can see, we're on the qualifying lap. And we didn't have a lot of speed here this race, but just to get out of the way now so I don't waste time during the race talking about it. The AIs of this race were Nfan, which is Justin's brother, and they share a PlayStation right now, so Nfan's not going to be showing up to really any races until maybe the end of the season, but I doubt that. Liners and Gavin also decided not to show up this race for whatever reason. And you can see here, we would at that point qualify P3, and we actually did qualify P3, and here we go. Lights out at Bahrain, and just like at Australia, we have an absolutely horrendous start. You can see we're going to break early, but the Ferrari Connor breaks even earlier and comes up into us. We get the warning, but then look, Connor gets loose. They're coming out of 1, and Sounder hit the rumble strips going into 2, and he spun it. He completely spun it around, so that was unfortunate for them, but up to second place here. And fast forward into lap 6, not really much happened here at the start of this race, but lap 6, we're going to be the first ones to come down pit road. So we're going to pit here, and we're going in for the mediums. We're going on 2-stop strats, softs to mediums to mediums. That was our strategy here. And we are off pit road. We can see Sounders in as well. He was going softs, mediums. That was his pit strat. So he was in for a second set of softs. But that would drop us back to the rear, and we can see that's Connor now on pit road in the Ferrari. Ferrari struggled there, Australia. Both of their cars had wrecked out. Sounder and the Renault ended up winning that race. If you didn't watch that, go back and watch it right now. That video is up. And we'd be up to P5. And at that point, we were just waiting for the pit cycle to go through and see where we'd come out. As we can see, Gavin and Nfan both in the pit lane. That's going to move us up to third place. Liners will go up into second. Justin in first, but Justin going on a really weird strategy. He's on his qualifying sauce, and he stayed on them for quite a while. As we can see, Sounder all over our bumper. He's going to get to the outside, and just nothing we could really do there. And then we do get in the DRS though. Rich and Hot Lap throwing it in there. He's in Rich and Overtake, but we have Slipstream, DRS, and Hot Lap, and we can see it's harder to break in the Slipstream, and I did not anticipate that going into that corner, and it just sent it in, overcooked it, and got into the back of Sounder. Luckily gave him no damage, but we did get some in horrible corner here, and that was just the end of that battle. So we fell back a lot. Lap 13, Liners deciding to pit, so that would move us up to P3. Caution on the front stretch for Justin, who had actually blown a tire here on lap 14, trying to stay out on those softs as long as he could. And he's in the pit lane now, so that's going to let Sounder inherit the lead. Sounder is Pad's fan, just so you guys know. I still call him by his old username. But, yeah, so he would take the race lead there. And then he would actually pit for his mediums. So that would give me the race lead, but now we have Justin to hold up, and Justin, definitely the best driver in this league. And he would get to the outside, and we trying to get him back. We just completely cooked it into turn 1. He got the run, going through 2 and 3, trying to make something happen here in the DRS zone, but nothing we could do. And later that lap, Connor, who definitely had the second best car, catching us. Look at the end of sector 2, coming out of turn 12, and he would spin. And that would be the end of his race unless we got a safety car. So definitely unfortunate for him. As you can see, lap 21, we're going to decide we're going to pit, and we're going on to softs that we used back in qualifying. Instead of going on to mediums, we're just going to put on those used softs, and we're going to pray that that they can hold up. And we're going to fall back to 6th place, P6 now. And at this point, my goal was just to get a top 4. And we can see, look in Sector 1 in the second DRS zone, or the first one, whatever. And the leaders have wrecked. Justin and Sounder wreck. And a huge argument would follow. That argument is at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And now we're going to decide to stay out. Instead of putting on mediums or other Warren softs, we're going to decide to stay out on these softs. Connor did come in, though. He's going to fall back to P5 on, I believe he came in for softs and repairs. Sounder would also come in for tires. And Fan and Liners, both AIs in front of us as the safety cars in this lap. Gavin, the AI, also behind us, and behind him was Connor. Connor was actually asking us to brake check Gavin so that he could get ahead, but I refused, so that would mean Connor would be P5, Sounder P6, and we are green coming out of the final corner. I believe that's turn 14. And we don't get a great start, but just a huge run in the slipstream over Liners. Getting that huge run, and we send it into 1. We completely cook the corner almost onto that curb, and we do manage to clear. NFAM maybe clipped his nose off a bit, but then I was actually trying to let the AIs keep my slipstream here because I wanted them to give Connor as hard of a time as possible, because I knew that once Connor got by those AIs, it was only a matter of time until he was passing me, and I knew that he had the car to easily get by me and win this race. But we can see here, going into turn 8, he's just going to completely send it in. Almost wrecks me. Almost wrecks himself. Almost wrecks NFAN. But gets by NFAN. Liners, no penalty or even warning there. Going through 10 now, and there's a wreck behind us. And that would be Sounder and NFAN getting into it. Again, they got into it at Australia, too, late in the race. But they would get into it here late in the race at Bahrain. And Connor up to second. At that point, I thought it's only a matter of time. He's going to be here in about 2 laps. And he spins it again coming out of turn 12. Everyone gets by him. But Sounder would end up with a drive-through for his maneuver trying to get by it. So now Liners in second, Gavin in third. And we're going to fast forward here because just nothing happened the rest of the race for me. The only thing that really happened the rest of the race for anyone was that battle for second between Liners and Gavin continued on all the way to the start-finish line. All the way to the checkered flag that went on, but going through the penultimate lap now, going into the final lap here at Bahrain, no one was able to touch me. Connor was far enough back, same with Sounder, that they weren't able to get by me, and I was faster than the AI, and I will let you listen to my reaction here at Bahrain.
Straight wall, so I couldn't see if anybody was coming or not.
And coming out of the final corner, Valtteri Bottas, performing when it matters. He will win it at Bahrain! Hell yeah! Oh yeah!
Overdrives it!
Yes!
Who overdrove it? You?
Yep.
Yes, I'll take that. I will.
But I'm moving up 5 spots, 5 seconds of spots anyways.
I will.
I shouldn't have gotten a time penalty.
Take that.
So let's see where I am.
And now, obviously, we managed to get that win. Liners would get second, Gavin third, and the results would pop in a minute. I believe those were the results, but again, we did do China soon after Bahrain, so I'm not exactly sure if these are the results, but that's what I believe are the results. Me, Liners, Gavin, Enfan, Connor, Sounder, Justin. Obviously, Liners, Gavin, and Enfan all AIs, Justin with the DNF. I think Connor might have moved up to be in front of Enfan, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't believe so, but anyways, here is that argument that ensued after the wreck between Justin and Sounder.
He did a crossover move on me. I'm running defensive line, but... What the hell was that? Justin!
You hooked me. You just
You
straight
came
hooked me into the
down!
wall.
Because you came down!
I did not come down. I was running the line.
You came down!
Why would you drive
I
up
did not
into
come
me?
down. I was running my line. I'm saving my video clip after that.
No,
He
you
drove up
came
and-
down!
Justin,
I did not
he drove
come
up
down.
into me. He drove up into me.
Oh, it's because I didn't
Now
see
I-
you, Connor.
Well, I want that penalty taken away.
Go ahead, take that, but you
Well, now
came
I'm
down
out
into me,
because
dude.
I got
I was
crashed
going to your
the second week in a
outside and you
row.
came to block. I
We
was
did not
going
come,
on your
I did not
outside and
come
you
to block.
blocked.
I was running
Yes,
the racing
you
line.
did.
You went off track.
No, I came to your outside
You
and you
went
came
off
up.
track as I was running my line. You got your front wing into my tire and hooked me.
Yeah, because you came up and blocked.
I did not come up and block. I was running
Yes,
my
you
line.
did. No, you didn't.
I was completely clear.
No.
I'm gonna go look at the clip and I'm gonna send it to
Go
the chat.
ahead.
I was
Go
clear.
ahead.
I was clear the whole way up until we got to the straightaway, and as soon as I get to the racing line, I get turned.
Yeah, because you came and blocked. I was
You were
going on your
not
outside.
there. You were not there until
Yes,
I got
I
to the
was.
side of the track.
Dude, yes, I was. On my screen, I was clearly on your outside. And you decided to come up and try blocking for no apparent reason.